With the mantra of "We never stop," Ange Postecoglou and Celtic have jumped ahead of other teams likes of Rangers, Newcastle, Leeds amongst a few to get the signing of Filip Skorb from no other than Portobello Community Football Academy. There will be a strange bit of editing going on in this, and you have to bear with me a second. I did the video when the news came out and I reached out to the Portobello club, and to be honest, I didn't think I'd get a reply from them. But I did. So I basically asked them, and this is exactly from the horse's mouth, the club that have had this kid in training for a few years and playing for them. I asked them if they could tell me some information about the player, etc. So they said, and this is exactly what they said, Filip has been with the club for a number of years after settling here from Poland. He has had clubs from all over Scotland, England fighting for his signature. Now this is the good bit. This is what the Celtic fans are waiting for. He is a powerful left-sided striker who has a talent for scoring goals and plenty of them. I would liken him to a young version of Haaland in the style of playing. So that's the Man City player. Celtic have got some talent on their hands who we would love to see develop to the next level through Celtic's pathway. So there you have it. Let's get back to the video. That's straight from the horse's mouth. To be honest, I didn't think they would actually reply, but they did fair game to Portobello Community Club for getting back to me, and I thank you so much for the information. It's great to see, and it's great to go to see this young player and how he's advanced. So let's get back onto the rest of the video that I recorded before this message came through. The young player's obviously been playing at Portobello. He's entrusted his future. Usually these players kind of get snapped up the likes of Hearts and Hibs in that area, especially at academy level. The fact that he's still playing at Portobello is testament to the player, and the fact that there's been so many teams after him. I'll go through some of the headlines over the past week or so. Rangers battling Newcastle and Leeds to win transfer of up-and-coming player. Rangers in Pilip Skorb transfer race as Newcastle make offer. Talented striker completes successful visit to Leeds United, and English Premier League clubs are after Pilip Skorb. Rumours and gossip, says another one. Talented striker completes successful visit to Leeds. And obviously the Portobello Community Football Academy put out yesterday that their free goal scoring striker Filip Skorb is signed for Celtic, which is absolutely fantastic news for us. And it's fantastic because we've missed out on players before. Missed out the likes of a young player at Hearts that was absolutely Celtic daft. Absolutely Celtic daft. Aaron Hickey, we lost out on him he went to Italy before ending up in the EPL with Brentford. He would have went to Celtic all day long, but we missed out on him. It's good to see that we're actually, I know that we lose a lot of players at youth level, some just don't make the grade, but the fact that we're going in for this young striker says a lot for the club. And the manager, talking about the previous manager Neil Lennon, reckons that Celtic will look to take their next big step under Ange Postecoglou. He says as they close in on the treble with two Premiership trophies in the bank already, he says that Celtic under Ange Postecoglou will not stand still. He expects a busy summer to try and improve for the elite European group stage, kicking off again in September. Last term campaign, which saw Celtic just pick up 2 points in the group side, which obviously had Real Madrid. And to be fair, I mean, we always get a really hard group in the Champions League. But Neil Lennon told TalkSport he thinks that Celtic will look to strengthen the squad this summer. There'll be a few leaving. We all know there's going to be a few leaving. There's going to be more than a few leaving. I think you'll be surprised at how many players Celtic actually offload this summer. Anything between 6 and 8 players could be offloaded from the squad. And you've got to think we've got about 5 or 6 players, 6-7 players out on loan, and those players will not be coming back to Celtic. And then you've also got the likes of James McCarthy that Celtic are trying to get out the door. If we do win the treble, it'll be the great success that you want for the club. Lennon says the squad has a good nucleus of the squad, but results in the Champions League were way little short. I think Celtic need to add a bit of physicality to the current squad, and I think we all agree that, especially after the weekend. But you know, it is what it is. We are moving onwards and upwards. The breaking news this afternoon is Celtic have beaten the likes of Newcastle United, Leeds United and Rangers to sign a fantastic up-and-coming talent in Scotland. I'll see you on the next video, which will be the evening edition of the Celtic FC news. We're going to go for 3 editions a day just now as we run up to the end of the season, just to get you, because there's that much news coming out on a daily basis. If you haven't checked out this morning's one, just look back on the channel and you'll see it's all about Charlie Nicholas.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party.